Mama's cocktail hour, so pour it up. Pour it up.
What's up, guys? It's your girl, Zaida Lisa. Welcome to Mama's Cocktail Hour. Come on in. Get your cannabis, get your coffee, get your vino, get your agua, whatever your poison is, and get your butt in here. Let's talk about Sudiksha Konaki. Now, I promised you guys that I was going to keep you guys abreast even when there was nothing to tell you, okay? So right now, don't think I forgot about you guys. I have been investigating. I've been on so many just like Reddits and just looking for information, if any, that I can find, okay? I have watched a slew of YouTube videos. So shout out to the YouTube content creators that are continuing to kind of keep her message, her voice, and just her name alive, right? So for all the haters in the comment, they're going to be like, this ain't an update. This ain't nothing. The title of the video is Gone Girl. And the reason why is because this girl is gone. Okay. And we don't know where she is. We are trying to keep her live. Her name alive by doing videos like this, signing petitions. There are petitions that you guys can sign on change.org for the FBI to get involved. I've signed one of those actually. So there are lots of things to do, but you know, I like to talk. So here I am. So upon my research, I did come across an article on the US Today. And this article is dated let me actually just get you guys the date of the article because I think that's important. This article is dated March 11th, okay? So while I understand this is a old article, there are gems and things that I found in this article that I feel like were not discussed on like mainstream media. So although there is this article, like I didn't see this article when everything was happening and we were trying to figure out. And remember, Joshua Reed was being held in his hotel room and they were questioning him. There wasn't much information coming out regarding like the parents and what their objective was, obviously finding their daughter, but what was like the other reasons why they had came to the Dominican Republic. Because remember, they met Joshua Reed, which I thought was odd. And there was something being said in the media that like they hugged and, you know, that the father doesn't think that it's him. I don't know. It was just like a crock of shit. Like, how do they know what the father felt? Like I just kind of felt like that was like Joshua Reed's father and Joshua Reed making the connection between the Konaki family and Joshua Reed family seem like copacetic when I think that was like, I just don't agree with it. Like, we don't know how he was feeling. So for Joshua Reed to imply like, oh, everything's okay. And I just thought that was weird. Okay. But there's this article that we're going to get into about the father. Now, for me, when I seen the father and mother on like mainstream media, it looks like the mother is uncontrollable. Like the father seemed more poised and kind of put together, and not saying the mother isn't poised, but she was losing her mind. I would be losing my mind too. So the father was the one that was like heading the investigation, so to speak. So let's just jump into this article that I thought was interesting so that we can go through it together and you guys can tell me what you think. Okay, it says the father of the 20-year-old college student missing in the Dominican Republic since Thursday had asked authorities to expand their search after failing to find her body in the waters off of the resort town of Punta Cana. Now, I think that that's interesting. And the reason why is because the media had came out and said that they thought she drowned. And that for them to like put her as dead or, you know, as unalived. But this article is saying he wanted authorities to expand their search after failing to find her body in the waters off the resort town of Punta Cana. So either he thought that maybe something else could have happened, let's get in. I'm gonna keep reading. He wants authorities to pivot from the assumption that Sudiksha Konaki drowned and consider multiple options, like kidnapping or abduction. The radio station reported that a complaint seeking to broaden the investigation was filed on Sunday. Her belongings, including personal items such as her phone, wallet, were left with her friends, which is unusual because she always carried her phone with her. The record of the complaint obtained by WTOP FM stated, Mr. Konaki and his wife traveled to the Dominican Republic after being notified that their daughter was missing. The University of Pittsburgh student had traveled to the island with 5 girlfriends a week ago on spring break. Authorities say she was last seen Thursday on the beach with friends. In a statement, police and surveillance cameras captured 5 women and 1 man leaving the beach at 6 a.m. Thursday. Konaki apparently stayed behind with a man, and surveillance videos show him leaving the beach hours later without her. In an update Tuesday, the Dominican Republic National Police said it worked with the Attorney General's office, the U.S. Federal Bureau of Investigation, and the international liaison of the U.S. Embassy to establish a high-level commission to oversee the investigation. Okay? So as part of that process, local police are re-interviewing target individuals who were nearby and with Konaki at the time of her disappearance, including hotel employees. Dominican National Police said the goal is to gather as much information and to collaborate Konaki's movements, interactions, and any other relevant details for this case. Okay, so it looks like here the father was the reason why they were even like broadening the investigation. So I find it completely strange that there was so many conversations and about her, being like the father not wanting to kind of pursue it or the family not wanting to pursue it. However, I think, just to be fair, it probably took a while for them to sink in or whatever a while was. But for them to think that maybe she was swept out to sea. However, I just want to let you know, guys, right? So I have been hearing reports that a tourist actually drowned in Punta Cana, close to where Sudiksha Konaki was found, and his body came to shore. Supposedly it was on X, and like people had posted it, and that was one of the developments that I was like, wait, I gotta bring this back to my people over at Mama's Cocktail Hour. Like, isn't that crazy? So there was a tourist who went to the Punta Cana resort. I'm not sure if it was that one, to be fair. Maybe it was one of them along the strip, because you all know it's the same water. They're all like along a strip, right? So there's like the hotel that Sudiksha was staying at, and then there's others. So supposedly a tourist drowned just recently at one of the resorts, and the body washed up to shore. And I was like, okay, so then where the hell is Sudiksha? I will continue to ask that question, and I hope you guys will continue to just be on this journey with me, trying to get to the truth. Because at this point, like, if we do not ask these questions, if we do not continue to keep her name alive, she's just going to become another statistic. Like, it is crazy to think that a young woman went into a resort that she paid for, that she paid to have a safe experience at, right? That she shows up missing, and like there has been nothing. Like, there has been nothing in the media, not on TikTok, not on YouTube. Like, shout out to all my other YouTubers who are making content just to keep her name alive, because that's dope too. But there is nobody speaking of this woman. And it's sad that her own parents are not pursuing options to kind of get down to the bottom of it. You guys know the last time I reported that everything had happened with TJ Ward, who is a private investigator who had went on the internet to basically tell the family that he's prepared to do what he needs to do to go down to the Dominican Republic and to figure out what the fuck is going on. Like, he was ready. He's ready. He said that he even has people out there that he was connecting with, because, you know, when you're going to a whole nother country, like, you got to know someone who speaks the language. You got to know someone who knows where the spots are. You got to, like, and he was prepared to be like, I've already been making connections with people out there. I have somebody who's going to help me go to these locations to ask questions. Like, he's ready to be PI on the job. And the family has not spoken out. So this is crazy to me. Like, I'm going to say this on this platform. I do not believe she drowned. This girl was either kidnapped, abducted, or unalived. Those are the three things, in my opinion, that happened to this girl. There's no way that this girl would just drown out to sea and her body never come back. But we have an example of a guy just drowning in Punta Cana and his body washing up to shore. Like, the math is not mathing, guys. Okay, it's not. So I hope that maybe share this message with all your friends. Let's get this message out there. Like, we have TJ Ward, who is willing to go down there and put his boots on the ground and start to ask questions to the locals to find out what happened to this girl. Like, I hope and pray that the parents, like, hear this message and are inspired to do so. Like, you should want to know what happened to your baby girl. I mean, I know I would. And, you know, not to say that if they don't like the methodology that I would take, that makes them a lesser parent. But, like, we have someone who can help you. Like, please let this man help you. Share this message. Guys, let me know in the comments what do you think? Where do you feel like Sudiksha is? Let me know where you think. Is she unalived? Is she abducted? Was it Joshua Reeb? Like, every scenario, I want to hear it down in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe, like the content, and turn on your notifications so that you guys can be alerted when there's a next video. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys on the next video.
Pull it up.